Alrighty, and we're on the record here, so can you please state your name for the record?
Lilith Hayes.
And Miss Hayes, how long have you been in city?
About 3 months.
Okay. And how many hours a week do you think you could put in as an LEO officer?
At least 10, probably most likely more.
Okay. Can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Yeah, I've just been, working at PB Suites, and then I was working down at Lola's for a bit. I came here to, get away from the family.
Okay. And why do you want to become a law enforcement officer?
Um, Mainly for like like the late shift, right? Because, there's not really a whole lot that, are available at night. And it feels like, at least to me and a couple other people spoken to, that it feels like it's kind of pointless to call 911 because they never really show up.
Okay. What sets you apart from other applicants seeking a position with LSPD?
That I actually care and want to do this.
Okay. Do you have any prior law enforcement or related experience?
Um, on another soul, I have EMS, and that's the closest thing.
Okay. Walk us through how you would handle a civilian who suddenly starts cussing at you and becoming hostile.
Well, at the end of the day, if I'm there to do my job, I'm there to do my job. I'm not there to, get into a verbal argument with a civilian. But obviously, if they would take it too far, then, you'd have to take the actions necessary.
Okay. If a supervisor gives you an order you believe is wrong or unsafe, what would you do?
Can you repeat?
Yeah, if a supervisor gives you an order you believe is wrong or unsafe, what would you do?
Probably question it like that then and there. Like if, for example, if they tell me to go somewhere that I know is going to be very dangerous, I'm going to go like, "Hey, what?" And then I'm gonna at least get some backup if I were to go there.
Okay. What do you think is the biggest mistake new officers make, and how would you avoid making that mistake?
Believing people too quickly. Um, like sometimes, well, most of the time, um, people are gonna lie. Like saying, "Oh no, I was never doing that," and then the new guy's gonna, "Oh, okay," and then just move on. Um, I don't trust people easily, so I don't really have that problem.
Okay. In your view, how can law enforcement build and maintain strong relationships with the community?
By just kind of hanging around them more, being nice, just kind of being a part of the community instead of the one that's sat there to break things up all the time.
Okay. What are your long-term goals within LSPD? Like, are
To
you like
rise the ranks.
the rise in the ranks? Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect. How would you handle accountability when you make a mistake on duty?
immediately on up to it because it's my mistake.
Okay. And what do you think would motivate you to continue improving as an officer over time? What will motivate you?
Honestly, just the motivation, just wanting to be at the very top. It's not really anything specific.
Okay. These last few questions are just going to be some acknowledgments and disclosures. I guess not really questions, just that you acknowledge it and our disclosures that we got. Do you understand that any gang affiliated, or excuse me, let me start over. Do you understand that any gang affiliation or cooperation will result in immediate termination and possible prosecution?
Yes,
Do you understand that employment with the LSPD is at will and and you may be terminated at any time without prior notice?
yeah,
And do you understand that if accepted, do you understand that you must complete a cadet to probationary training within 1 week, followed by a probationary to officer training within an additional week, or you could face termination?
yeah.
All right.